Hello and welcome to another Team Elite cast. This time we have JKC the Savior from Team Elite. Hey, he's a newer guy. This was a game before he actually joined. And then on the bottom right corner we have Cazdog. We don't know a lot about JKC right now. He again is a newer player, but he is in the Diamond League, so we could see some nice things out of him.
Yeah, this is the truth here. If you are familiar with our cast, we actually had an opportunity to play a couple games 1v1. Actually, a couple of them on this map, and he's an extremely skilled player. He is definitely, as advertised in Diamond League, probably going to be looking at Masters soon. Zerg is my weak matchup, so it was perfect for us to be able to practice a little bit. Protoss is actually his weak matchup too. So from what I've seen, he's very aggressive, economical. He likes to take a lot of bases, but he does take a natural, what seems to me to be a little bit later than usual. We'll see if that happens in this game or not.
And we just see a little bit of casual scouting from his overlord, checking out that watchtower. Not a whole lot going on, but we do have this odd proxy pylon outside of Cazdog's natural here. Not a whole lot. Not sure what he's going to try to do. Maybe he's going to try to fast expand there.
Yeah, I would think he's looking at a forge, possibly a forge fast expand. That seems to be the kind of the standard against Zerg right now for Protoss.
And there goes the expansion down, but we don't have the forge yet, so that's kind of dangerous to do against Zerg.
Yeah, he went next first. Yeah.
This seems kind of a dumb idea from the Protoss. You have no units to defend this, and you can be expecting a 6-pull at 315, but though JKC did go for that expansion, could have been deadly, but
yeah,
he might be able to get away with it this time.
Yeah, I'm assuming because of the size of the map, he wouldn't be real concerned with the 6-pull, just because it is a big map. You won't, and you don't see a whole lot of them in higher leagues. You do kind of see a little bit later, either Zergling or Speedling pressure. Although JKC is pretty conservative right now. There's what I said earlier. He already has a third, and his natural wasn't actually late. It was actually a pretty standard timing too. So very standard from Zerg right now, but aggressive economically. But he scouted the Forge fast extent, so he knows that with that, there's not going to be a whole lot of unit production from Protoss. Probably not a big push coming, so he's able to take that third.
It does see we see that cyber core coming down for Cazdog here. Not a whole lot of building going on in his main base, but it seems he's just trying to finish off that wall. He does have that cannon behind the forge for some protection, but Zerglings can definitely run by right now if he, JKC did have anything there, and just absolutely tear those probes up in the main. Again, but it looks like he's going to get away with it for now.
Yeah, and that's something JKC actually did to me. He brought about a 6-minute speed link pressure, and I was able to deal with it, but I had more to deal with it than Cazdog does right now. I have a little different way that I like to expand than what he did. So he looks pretty good now, pretty safe, and with the Stargate coming down, we could be looking at Oracle harassment. Maybe this is good against Zerg. Maybe Phoenix, even a quick Void Ray is pretty brutal. So we'll see what we get.
And we do see a Phoenix getting popped out. Kind of an odd choice for this, especially when that thing can't even shoot down. I mean, yes, you do have the lift, but you don't have a lot of units to clean it up with, so...
Right, I would think he's looking at maybe some scouting. Phoenix, well, he's going to go with another Phoenix here, so potentially some harassment in terms of Overlord kills or just to harass the mineral line, but nicely JKC saw the scout of Cazdog here at his third, and he knows that'll be a focus point of harassment, so he did get the spore crawler at the third before the second. So pretty good idea there. He has 2 queens as well. That's nice to have. You can deal with oracles a little better with transfuse. Got a speedling scout / push making its way to the tower. He's gonna check. He's gonna come down here and check for the third. There isn't one. 4 Phoenix in the field.
That is a little bit odd, but he will be able to do a lot of damage. Well, some damage to those attacking Zerglings. Maybe even just lift them up and to let the Stalker and Sentry poke at him. But
so we have the Phoenix moving across, but we have JKC kind of poking in here. Nice force field.
Nice force field to push that attack back, but those Phoenixes are still going to be up there. But we do have a Spore Crawler down on the mineral line. It might be able to thwart this little harassment.
Yeah, he wants.
Does get a few shots off on that Overlord, but not a whole lot going on over there.
He may try to go. I would have gone for the Queen just to kind of do something. When you make a commitment like that to the Phoenix, again, he didn't scout after, and we're up. By the way, I'm not a professional gamer, so anybody listening that you may disagree, and that's great. We're just trying to bring you a good game. I would have probably looked to kill a Queen, maybe a couple Overlords. Between the natural and the third, the Overlords were sitting there with really just the Queens to defend. When you make a commitment like that for a harassment unit, invest that much in Phoenixes that early, without a third base at this point, you kind of need to do a little bit of damage. Anything you can do to set your opponent back, and he wasn't able to do that, so we'll see what happens. A Void Ray out.
And we do see the Hydralisk coming out from JKC to try and deal with those Phoenixes, so it seems those minerals he invested for those early harassment are just going to go to nothing with these things squirming around now on the creep. That seems to be... He's got a nice connection between all 3 of his bases right now, but not too much as a forward movement from where he is.
Yeah, we have real nice creep spread. He's playing a very solid game overall. He probably should be looking at taking a 4th to give him. He would have such a big lead here with a 4th base.
We see a very standard composition from JKC, just Hydralisk and Roach army moving out. But the observer will spot it, so we might see a nice little engagement out of this.
Yeah, this is going to actually... Well, with the Colossi out, he needs to protect that Colossi. Force field would be nice here. We're not going to get
first target fire those sentries. Take out those sentries. Void Ray goes down. Those 2 Colossus are forced to retreat. This army just keeps coming forward.
Needs to attack the Colossi there. Do we have any thermal lamps? No, it is not done yet. So he doesn't have thermal lamps on those Colossi.
Nice little counter by Cazdog, but JKC's just going to move down to this third. That's just about to finish. unable to cancel it, so he will lose all those minerals. While Cazdog really can't do much about it, except for keep these colossi and as maybe a contain to keep some of these, kill some of these before they get into the natural.
I need to get the zealots in front to protect. He does. Interesting to shoot the border though. We have a couple more hydralisks attacking. Cannons are down in the front. These colossi should be able to clean up these hydralisks. Nice focus fire in the weak one, no micro from Cazdog.
We got a little smack talk from Cazdog there. Making hydras, winning games.
Yeah, and that's interesting because the hydras are easy to deal with from a Protoss perspective, and that's going to be the game. Wow.
That's
so too much from JKC.
He might have been able to. Actually, he only has, let's see, 1, 2, 3 warp gates. Actually, 4, my bad. That's kind of surprising out of a Protoss this late in the game.
Yeah.
Even with 2, 3 expansions.
Yep, and this goes back to macro. Look at the money. Now, from JKC, that's more excusable because he has, we could count them up, 5, 11, he has about 16 larvae ready to make whatever, so he could make another round of hydras if he needed them. But from a Protoss standpoint, Cazdog really doesn't have the production that you need to have at the 15-minute mark of the game, and that really cost him. He had a third base down at one point. Even on 2, you should have a minimum of 6 to 7 gateways if you only have 2 robos in a Stargate. He's not able to make a big enough reinforcement army there, and that coupled with the high investment in the Phoenix early definitely cost him.
Oh yes. Well, nice game by both of them. Congratulations to JKC for pulling out that win. But this is all for this episode. See you next time.